Welcome to Microsoft Tried to Hide Their Secrets in Plain Sight. Hey, I'm Eric, and a funny thing happened at the recent keynote at Directions 2022 in Hamburg during the Microsoft segment, where Mike Morton was presenting all the great stuff from Microsoft. He showed a movie. He showed a 1 minute and 11 seconds movie about a hackathon they recently did, and a normal hackathon is where developers like me, we get together and we write out a bunch of code and make stuff happen. Like we did a nav hackathon a while back where I controlled a drone flying indoors with a drone controlled by Business Central, stuff like that. But this was different. This hackathon was he called it a vision hackathon, and he asked his team to envision where they would see Business Central in 1, in 3, in 5 years, and they recorded it, which was a 1 minute 11 second movie they showed at the keynote. And it was all, it flashed by. There were lots of stuff that probably looked very cool, but it flashed by so fast that you didn't get to absorb and see what was actually on it. And then it was gone, and then they continued with the keynote. But someone decided to record everything, and sitting up on the first row, I did, and so I recorded this thing. I'm not going to show the recording because it's not really my movie, but I can show screenshots. Tons of photos has been shown from the Direction keynote anyway, and here's just a very select set of photos from that 1 minute and 11 seconds video. And let's look at it together and see if we can figure out what are in the heads of the people who are looking at how Business Central should how it should be shaped in the future. And if you were in the hall in the room and you saw things that I didn't see, comments below. If you see stuff on the screenshots I'm showing here that I miss, comments below. If you think some of these things are cool, let me know. Microsoft will probably be reading the comments anyway here, so if you think something they are showing here is cool, then let them know. Anyway, let's see if we can get this show on the road. And yeah, so define possible Business Central vision. So this was the intro to the video, and the first thing that, well, my frame grabber decided to focus on was, I guess this is just PowerPoint, but motivation. We're working on a new product, supply chain planning. How do we get people to try it out? Reaching out to planners, spend their time with Excel, simple forecasting plugin, something with hooks, product CDM. We're working on a new product, supply chain planning. I have no idea what context, but this is from the video, and you can see from the weird angle that I was not sitting right in front of the screen. So yeah, you could deal with that. But interesting start. Then the next thing that I saw was and I think Microsoft is working very hard on lots of aspects of onboarding. So onboarding comes in many, depending on who you ask, onboarding is many different things. But what do you like to do in Business Central? Make your choice of what to start with. You can always add more later. And then they send/track quotes and invoices and track purchase and pays. Vendors are checked here. And then we can see on the bottom, and then again, this you know, this flashed by, but if I go to the next screenshot here, we can see the hi, BC Bot here. Can we ask a few questions? And you can see that this is clearly a hack, because BC Bot is singular, and then can we ask a few questions? So anyway, you get the point. Can we ask a few questions to give you the best start on Business Central? And apparently somebody was brave enough to answer yes, okay. And then Business Central has dashboards ready to go for various business roles. Any you would like to start with, and then you actually get an option here. So I guess this is probably the Microsoft Bot framework could potentially be driving some things like this. So you could have a conversation with Business Central. Right now, this is just an onboarding conversation, but bot-driven Business Central, it's kind of interesting. Maybe that's even if I have done stuff with the bot framework before. We also did the Ask Al thing where we could talk to Business Central. Maybe we need to do a bit more of that on the channel. Then a bit later, this pop-up appeared. Suggestion: contact a Microsoft partner. Based on your requirements and location, I would suggest to contact Simone Zhu from Fabricam in New York. And there's a phone number if you want to call Simone. I guess that's still a thing to figure out, how to connect trial users with partners. It's a very complicated area, but it's interesting. So here's the thing. So there were multiple screenshots that kind of look like this, and we can see some different things here. The one thing I just noticed right before I started the video was search your business. So there's kind of an indication that we have a new search dialogue potentially in the future. We have a back arrow, so this would indicate that we are in some sort of in a customer card page here, right? And maybe this is the fabled save icon that has been changed to something with a floppy drive. I'm actually not sure what we have here. Or fruit? I don't know. It's the pencil has become a bottom, and I think this one is explained in a later screenshot. There's also something called story here, which I'm not. What would story be? Anyway, there's lots of things going on here, and follow. And you can actually see the mouse pointer is clicking to that we want to follow this customer. And I think there's another slide on that later. So here's this is still the same thing. Be in the know is the title on this one, and this one is work as a team right where the data is, and we can see here that there is some sort of dialogue saying that the faces we have here is indicating that somebody else is on this customer right now. So Mike has this customer card open, working in the general section. Go there. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. So somebody else is already working on this sales order. Maybe I should keep my hands away from it. That's also quite interesting. Can't remember. We don't have a phone logo sitting anywhere to call them. I'm just checking a BC on another screen. What's actually next to the phone field? There's nothing. So there's something there also. And the green check mark what does that mean? That, hey, Jesse, he's something. There are lots of Easter eggs in this one. This is in 2028, so that's the 5 year thing. Let's continue. So here we see a bit more, and again, the layout is cleaner. So the fact boxes and the screen kind of goes together. There's no visible scroll bars, which might be just, you know, graphics trying to make it nicer, and scroll bars are ugly. The layout is certainly different, and we got stuff above a menu here. So we got navigate, more options, and this is the eye from the fact box now sitting here. Another thing I noticed was these bulbs right next to credit limit and balance. Are they some sort of comments that we got comments up here also? So that would indicate some sort of idea about comments. Interesting. Let's continue. And then there was a slide saying more PP in Business Central. To be honest, I can only find, and maybe that is my mind, but PP is usually not something I connect with Business Central. So you know what? Anyway, more PP in Business Central. Let's just keep it that for now. This one is kind of blurry because it flashed by so fast. What is next, including future events requiring attention? So now we have some sort of timeline sitting in. Well, it's right next to details, so that would imply that we are in the fact box area. And it says final shipment, delayed 3 days, contact customer, then check mark, and then we have manufacturing, production order, pending start, and what's next. Finalize the sales order for remaining items that still need to be shipped and posted. Then it says phase 2 sales order partially shipped. So some sort of timeline for the things that are connected. And there's actually another screenshot later on that is also in that area. Also pretty cool. This one, I think we have, so now we have my actions over here. So this is a role center, right? Now we have my actions. Again, we have the search your business. Maybe that's the fabled combined search function that will take all queue, but also search data. That would be pretty cool. The rest of this is pretty standard, I guess. We can see the graph is perhaps has some. Do we get graph with these marks? Maybe we do, and I've just have not seen it. Yeah, let's continue. And then there was a bunch of stuff with Teams, and I think, you know, integrating Teams proper into everything. So we have all the Teams functionality. That's a given. We get more and more Business Central inside Teams, and so I guess the next natural thing is to get more Teams inside Business Central. We have seen that on Dynamics 365, customer engagement, sales, whatever it is, Teams is getting more and more integration. You can do Teams calls from within I just gonna say CRM, from within CRM and stuff like that. So, you know, I think we're looking at getting more Teams inside Business Central. And remember, we had the follow thing that could be clicked on, and now we have your favorites and what we're following, and we're following 2 customers, and we're following 2 customers and 1 item and 1 list, and all is 3. So I guess this is a markup. And we got the, you know, this kind of looks like the brick from like the phone client. So a very new layout, plus new document. That's probably just some photoshopping going on. Following. Maybe, I don't know, but interesting nonetheless. Let's see if we got any more. We got one here. Workloads in sync across apps and on any device. Yes, I think this is, I'm actually not sure what goes on. Do you know? Is there anything? What are we seeing? We're seeing a very, very wide screen with kind of 2 different things next to each other. Whatever that means. I don't know. And I think this is the last one. Yeah. So the last one is kind of interesting. There's actually apps in AppSource that kind of does something like this, but this is a page called Sales Process Overview. And we got a quote that has been won, turning into a sales order, turning into shipments, turning into an invoice and a payment. So seeing how processes are connected and being able to navigate this and drill down. I think that's pretty cool. I know there's at least one app in AppSource that kind of does this to a certain degree. But interesting. And those were the photos that I found in the 1 minute and 11 second thing. If you spotted something I didn't, let me know. And if you're ready to do some more AL coding, you know the drill. This video is for you. A lot of AL coding in there. Take care. Bye.